So where does holistic health start from, or start through, actually, to be more specific? It starts through our minds and our mouths. These are the two portals to the human being, to the human wellness. So wholesome body health starts through the mouth, and wholesome human existence and manifestation starts through the mind. These are the portals through which everything goes in and actually comes out and expresses through as well. So we need to really nail these two subjects down and understand the interactions between different parts within the same system, within the same coherent holistic system. The interaction between different parts of that system are still mostly controlled, mostly influenced by what we can focus on changing, improving, modifying, and all that through the portals, what we put in and out, what goes into and through those two portals, the mind and mouth. So wholesome human health starts through the mouth. Wholesome human existence starts through the mind, the portals to human existence. So in the next few videos, I'll be focusing on the mouth, the human mouth as the portal, like I said, to wholesome health in the rest of the human body. Not that there is a separation between the two, not that there is a connection either, which is what I find funny very often these days. You keep reading more and more science about the connection between the mouth and the body and systemic health, the connection between gut and brain, the microbiome connection. Well, when were they disconnected that now we're connecting them? Maybe in our awareness, in our knowledge, in our written evidence, we're connecting dots. That's fine. But these things that we talk about as separate, that now we're connecting, they were never disconnected. It was always and has always been and will always be a continuum. So there's mouth-body continuum. There is mind, mouth, gut, wholesome health, everything continuum. Everything's in a continuous feedback loop existing as one energetic sphere, like I said at the beginning. What has given me the courage and the clarity of intent to create this video series right now versus a few years back, even though a lot of these ideas have been going through my mind for many years, are two things. One, experiential learning that I've gone through with myself and my family, and of course with the patients who've been treating for the last 20 years, and observing how things progress or regress over time, and what we're learning more, what we're finding out more in the science and the awareness and all these things that have come together experientially, not just by studying them, but actually by experiencing them. That's one thing. The other thing is that obvious collective surge in awareness and demand by the generations that are now parents. So generation XY, my generation, who are all parents, so we have our own children, as well as we're caring for our elderly parents, the baby boomers, and seeing what's happening in our lives and how more of us are getting sicker and sicker, and going, what's happening with our children who are getting more allergic and sicker and all these things, and what world are we leaving for them, and looking at our parents and how the degenerative diseases are taking over that generation so quickly that it's actually quite scary compared to 50 years ago, 100 years ago, and well, obviously historically it was, a lot of those diseases did not even exist. People died of old age or of infections, but not these kind of degenerative diseases that are increasing across all spans of generations in life. And of course, the other generation that is coming out in mass and demanding change and demanding better are the millennials. So my daughter is technically at the end of the millennial group, but millennials and below are now demanding and expecting that everything is done better from here onwards, because this is their world that they're going to be inheriting, and it's not really very impressive what we're leaving behind for them.